Get hurt. This is hello from Alert. The officer went down for a polar dip in the Arctic Ocean. The other people wanted to go down and join him for the dip as well. Be sure to take your beach blanket down to the beach. This is my closet. This is my desk and mirror right next to the window so I could look outside. I also had my phone on my end table, my comfy bed, and a reading light above it at the window, and you can see the wooden shutter so I can keep the light out during the evenings. A comfy chair so I could relax and watch TV at night. You can see Greenland in the background. Also the crash of the Herc is off to the right hand side, and if you look in the middle left you can see the BV which brought us. This is what the rock is like on top of Crystal Mountain. Mount Pullen, which is right next to Crystal Mountain. You get a panoramic view. And you can start to see the American Range in the background. As we pan further east, I like to say that we're panning east, we're actually panning west. Further along. And if you look just off center to the left, CFS Alert. Lancaster bomber, which crashed in 1956. Clearly see my last name on the underside of this wing. Lancaster bomber with CFS Alert right underneath the sun. You only get small grasses in CFS Alert. Tail section, which is still there, right off the runway. Doug Allen went and stood on the tail section just to give you a perspective of how big it is. Tail section towards CFS Alert. Looking north towards the North Pole, you can see just above the ice line that there's a dark ridge that's there. You're actually looking 200 miles over the horizon, and it is an optical illusion that's created by all the ice crystals. And you get a couple icebergs. Photo taken with this camera looking north over the runways, and icicles that are hanging off the huts. Take the fire truck in to knock them down. There's a photo of them actually knocking them down. There's a wolf just about dead center in that photo. Doors towards the sunset. You get Crystal Mountain on the left and Mount Pullen on the right. Mount Pullen stands about 1,700 feet off sea level. It's finally set. This was a snowstorm that we had. It was minus 62 that day. And again, the garage doors are open, looking outside. Well, there is a plane in there somewhere, and it is coming in for a landing. And again, there is a plane in there, it has touched down. It was moonrise and CFS Alert. Because of the way the ice crystals react, the moon was shaped like a mushroom as it came up. Very windy day that day. A little fox. Fox coming in from underneath the loading ramp. Team that come up with the Northern Lights tour. Johnny Mac with the Northern Lights tour. There's another one of the singers. This year guy was from the First Nations. He lost his GD job and became a cook that day. And Mickey D, pretending that he didn't have no pants on. Models that I built while I was up there, I built the black one and the blue one. View. One is called Road Train. The blue one was Lone Wolf. And the top profile with the bonnets open. If Fabian looks at that, you can see what's wrong with the back wheels and the brown truck. They're not put in properly. And believe it or not, the guy that did the brown truck is a trucker. And side profile, front profile, with the hoods closed. Built it, I made sure to put my name tag or my business card on the back. 55 that day, we're looking east. Just on the handrails. the snow snakes make. Top of the dumpster. Number 3, booths 1 and 2. The linkway towards the main complex. Here in blue lost all his phone privileges because he abused it. The guy in the blue here, Sergeant Marc Fortin, he was my last boss while I was up in Alert. Master Seaman Yvon Summerside is telling the Colonel how to run the Alert. Cam Lukes, he was the phone cop while we were up there during the mess dinner. Frechette is serving some beer. Dumont, she was the chief clerk. She come up a week after I did. Vince Fortune, he was the ration clerk while I was there. We used to hang out together a lot. And he was one of the comm research rates. That was one of my bartenders. So in the background, that beard is 90 days old. The guy that's in the foreground with his eyes closed, his beard is 120 days old. Just to give the Colonel a little bonbon. Cleaning up the mess dinner. He was actually trying to steal beer. During that time here, I thought Tanya was having a good time. Tim Cull, Pat McDonald, Kathy Wilson, and Mona. She was a supply tech that worked with us for a short while. Andy Ferguson, as he makes a shot. Taking the shot, and Darren McGean's in the background. Me doing my 60-day wire. I was quite hairy by then. She came by to visit for Christmas 96, Christmas 95. During Christmas 95, as she gets her Alert house coat. Linda is getting her dolly maker. Gets his gargoyles. Irish mist and a coffee cup there. Survey all our gifts. A perfect smile. Tanya's got something stuck in her teeth. It's hot, but some good. Can walk. Press. This is tonsils. There I am enjoying my new couch set. Off his coonskin cap. And I both have the same shorts. These dolls are the children come to me. First barbecue for March 2nd, 1996. Nintendo game. It's 10th birthday. Iron Man watch for his birthday. More time, Tanya scraping the van. Opposite angle. Put on her toe spreaders for her toenail polish. Pictures of Josh. The day we had him, he was 9 weeks old. There he is again. Just a headshot. Here's over visiting with Charlie. There's Floyd trying to take away one of his chew sticks. Floyd wrestling with him on the ground. Linda wants to try too. Really muddy that day. We had to wipe him down. He didn't think he did anything wrong. With Tanya's slipper. There. Going to Cape Breton, 60 miles an hour. For a visit. Christmas dress. First birthday. Upstairs visiting. 95. New couch set. Wet the pounds off. Roll over the pants. And his sweater. He doesn't own that anymore, by the way. In our backyard. Still a young puppy then. Haley, Heatherly, and Sarah Lynn. It's a photo I kept on the store. The door to Canex. And the door at Canex up north. Give me a haircut at home because I insisted. At a friend's house that he could repair some of the damage that was done because the clippers didn't work. Photo. How much he took off. My 34th birthday photo. The dark. Linda and Alice. Jerome and Mike. His shadowy finger, Glenn, Jerome, and Mike. Mike, she doesn't go out with him no long ago. So, the next door neighbor's cat that they babysat while they went on a house hunting trip. Linda and their cup full of blueberries. Clark. Tanya's brother. He's not drunk, he's just acting like he is. With great Nanny Clark. Backyard. Fabian, Elaine, and Clark. That's Tanya's sister, Elaine. And Nanny Clark at the beach. It's all the kids when they were brought down to the trailer. Nanny Clark. Linda and Dave, or Dave and Linda, whichever one you want. Melissa's dancing with Poppy Clark. He's not always this grumpy. Annie and Poppy Clark. Tanya tries to improve her figure by eating a couple potato chips. This is at the Bredor Lakes, the entrance to them. Clark at the trailer. Kids have their war paint on. Has her mom's sun hat on so she doesn't get sunburnt. Sunset in our backyard at Banshee Avenue. Clark chewed up a straw and stuck it up his nose. Gardens. From Fall River. Should have been Christmas '94. River again. Thousands of strings of lights. And little figurines and stuff that people used to donate. The collection. Christmas '94. His 4th birthday. The gifts that we managed to get her. Got her a vanity set. His 9th birthday. Melissa Floyd and Melissa, Linda Floyd and Melissa. Just to light the sparklers on the act. And they're still trying to get the sparklers. 29th birthday. While I was away, the Sunshine Gang. Warming gift to ourselves, a fire extinguisher. This is at Rainbow Haven. Same lady in blue at Rainbow Haven. The lady in blue looks on. You must have had to go get a pop or something. as she looks on again. Towel off. There's a fluorescent light. Bring them in, the rest of the family, to the family.